Hi everyone, it's Summer. Welcome to my last video forecast for the Nickel Block internship, unfortunately. But this will not be the last you see of me. I just want to touch a bit on the tropical activity going on in the Atlantic currently. Tropical storm Cristobal got downgraded to a post-tropical cyclone and will die out by later today. But this is Invest 92L and this is Invest 94L. Both have a 50% chance of formation within the next 2 to 7 days, both expected to form into a tropical depression by the later half of this weekend. This is a bit of a downgrade for Invest 92L and an upgrade for 94L. So this will be interesting to see how they will both play out. And just looking on this on a different satellite imagery, this is infrared. We can see the convection a bit better. We can see that organization here, but that counterclockwise spin as well with that low associated with it here. And then in terms of the tracks, this is 92L. It still has the same westward propagation, although some models point to it going a little bit more northwest and then diverging a little bit more southwest. But in general, most models really point to it going westward over the Lesser Antilles into the Caribbean Sea all the way to Central America. So this will be interesting to see how that plays out. And then this is Invest 94L. The path is still westward, but then it starts to shift more to the northwest. This model pointing to a more southward propagation before going more northwest in terms of these tracks here, but in general, most of these models really point to the same kind of northwest flow here before it really dies out by the end. In terms of intensity for 94L, a couple models point to it going all the way up to Category 1 hurricane intensity, but most models keep it in the tropical storm, tropical depression intensity. So whether or not this will actually happen, we will continue to monitor that, but most models really point to it at most a tropical storm, which is the same for 92L, but 92L is not expected to be a hurricane at all. So this is really all that I have for the tropical weather. So let's go ahead and return to our local weather. Temperatures are currently in the 80s all the way up to the upper 90s, around 97 in Baton Rouge and around 98 in Laurel is what I'm seeing as the highest. So it's already looking to be hot today, feeling a lot hotter than it actually is. Heat index values already reaching way above 100 degrees for a majority of the region. We can see it's all the way up to around 109 in Hattiesburg and around 110 in Baton Rouge, which is insane. So when you're outside today, make sure to drink plenty of water, try to stay cool, and really pay attention to how your body feels. And please just keep this in mind and take this seriously. But highs today will reach all the way up to around 100 degrees for some areas, lows falling in the mid 70s, all the way up to around 80 as well. And then some isolated showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon are possible, especially during the heat of the day and along the coast. So it is not 0% for everyone. There is a chance to see some showers and thunderstorms today. In terms of the drought monitor, we can see that some areas of Alabama, Mississippi, and northern Louisiana are a bit drier than usual, so abnormally dry. This is always important to look out for in terms of fire weather. Maybe if a lightning strike strikes a really dry plant and it starts a fire, that is always important to look out for. So looking ahead at tomorrow on Friday, highs will also reach the 100s, all up to around 100 degrees for some areas. The chance of rain increasing throughout the day, especially during the heat of the day in the afternoon, and then lows falling in the mid 70s. But plenty of sunshine for the region tomorrow, and then same thing for Saturday. Highs reaching the 100s, lows falling in the mid 70s. Some isolated showers and thunderstorms are possible during the peak of the day in the afternoon. Some thunderstorms will impact the region along the coast is really what you would expect. And then plenty of sunshine for other areas in the region as well. The same kind of trend is looking for the next couple of weeks. The chance of rain does increase by early next week. Some thunderstorms are possible, so that will be interesting to see. But then the highs really remain all in the 100s, in the 90s, upper 90s. It is just going to be very hot for the next couple of weeks. So really keep this in mind, pay attention to that, and I really hope this helps. Have a great rest of your day.